we're at,
Proulx Winery,
and we're being served by,
John Darren.
who does a few things at the winery.
Yep.
Tell a little bit of everything.
Yeah, a little bit of everything in the field, in the cellar. Technically, I'm the enologist here. But yeah, mostly Rhones and Zins are our main focus here. We got some vines here that are around 65 years old, some Zinfandel.
Those guys?
Up in the front, yeah.
Saw that.
Used for our black label Zin. We've also got some really nice Syrah blends as well as some Grenache blends. Some really nice classic stuff in the area.
And I noticed that your wines have a real elegance, even though this is a hotter AVA.
Mm-hmm.
How do you get the elegance in these wines?
Yeah, so within the AVA, I would say the Willow Creek Farm sub AVA, AVA is a little bit cooler as far as the region goes. We're really lucky where we're at right here. We get nice cool nights, and so we're able to actually pick very, very late in the season and maintain really nice acidity and balance. So we're able to basically pick roughly between 3 weeks and a month after most people in this area will actually pick. And even doing so, we'll actually maintain acidities of around 3.2 to 3.4 pH, which is just really nice as far as
So you said you almost wait till the fruit's ready to drop. And there's,
Yeah,
there's a
so-
method in the madness.
Exactly. So, with every field, there's going to be, times to pick, and that's a really critical part in winemaking. So your picking dates really, important to have dialed in. And for us, the big thing is making sure we have our acids in a point where they're not completely just gone, and so you have
A flabby
very
wine.
flabby wines that need to be adjusted, whether through acid additions or through blending through other higher acidic wines. We're really lucky here where I'm able to get all the ripeness factors I want in my wines. I can get the phenols where I want them. I can get a lot of the flavors, basically very developed and not feeling green or underripe, while at the same time maintaining very good mouthfeel because of that natural acidity. Because we're not doing any additions or anything like that, the balance in the wines is very connected and has a very elegance, like you said. Speaking, yeah, we're also dry farmed here, so that kind of lends itself to lower yield production. We're not doing anything to really try to maximize the production, but at the same time, I kind of believe that there is what we call vine balance, and that I think a lot of people get suckered into maybe having the vines underbalanced and having them carrying not enough fruit. And so we believe here that finding that balance with the field, finding that balance with the vine, with the rootstock, with the actual scion is all very important in order to actually make the land produce the best wine it can.
And something that I think a lot of people forget, because they're sort of under Robert Parker's sway, is these are food wines. These are not just fireplace wines. These go with food, and they enhance the food experience because they do have
totally
the acidity.
I think coming back to that acid on the front palate of that really connects itself to pairing well with foods, whether it's meats, whether it's anything with a decent fat content. It just cuts right through and really can lend itself to.
Awesome. And what was your background again?
I got a degree in winemaking from Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. Graduated about a year ago. So.
Congratulations. So tell me how you came to the winery.
So Kevin Riley, the winemaker here, was my professor at Cal Poly for a quarter. So he taught sensory analysis my last year there, last spring. And so basically I was really into a lot of his ideas as far as winemaking goes, and how a lot of his ideas about aging potential, about balance in wines, really resonated with me and really gave me a good sense of actualization of a lot of the things that I was learning in school. So it seemed like he was really taking some of these ideas from modern winemaking, and also taking notes from past good winemakers and a lot of the history, and really blending it together in a really cool, unique way that was really unique to California and really indicative of, I think, Paso Absolutely style in a lot of ways. So I really wanted to be involved with that. Really tried to, take into account what we have in the field, what we're working with, and the main idea behind a lot of wines isn't necessarily what is stylish, what is hip, what is that. We really try to come up with a very almost esoterical idea of what the wines represent, what they're supposed to do, what they're supposed to say, and then we sort of attack how we're going to do that a different way each year, whether just kind of based off of how the fields are doing, and that's sort of what winemaking is at our level. We kind of have to adjust with what the land does, with what the what the weather is doing that year, and then take that and really try to make it say what you want it to say and work with that. And so I think the creative element is really important, to have some idea, to have some drive. But the way we do it here is that the goal is more important than how you get there. And sometimes we do things that may be a little atypical, whether it's blending typical Bordeaux grapes with Rhone grapes, or actually putting port varietals, dry ports, into our wines also. It really does add some character to the wines, adds what I consider some really interesting style to it, and really represents, I think, a more true style winemaking, as in the sense that you're trying to accomplish something with the wines that is actually true to yourself as a winemaker and the land you're working with, not necessarily what's fashionable.
Right, you put your soul into the making of it, and what I find so unique about your wines is, as I said, the elegance is extraordinary. They can be a fireplace wine, they enhance a meal, but they don't dominate the palate. The finishes are beautiful, the balance is extraordinary, but there's personality for each wine that is indicative of nothing I've really tasted before. So congratulations, great job. All right, thank you so much.